All right, welcome back. This is the Political Insiders. I am John LeBoutillier here with Pat Caddell, our executive producer, Martin Hinton, in for Doug. And
our leader.
And Martin's our leader.
Martin is our leader.
Our topic, we were going to sing, Where Have All the Scandals Gone?
But we're going to spare you.
Yeah, but
Where all the flowers?
It's a good question, and it dovetails with Republican control of the House and Senate. The minute the Republicans had full control, Pat, suddenly, where have all IRS, Benghazi, the Iranian Stuxnet investigation, AP Gate, all these things have disappeared?
Look, we have an administration that is lawless, and I believe I was the youngest person on Richard Nixon's enemies list. They make the Nixon, as Bob Woodward said, they make the Nixon administration look like pikers for what they do and what they lie about, what they've done. I'm telling you, the stuff on the IRS is one. They basically, that was an orchestrated effort. Started when Bob Bauer went to the White House as counsel.
Became White House counsel.
Because he was the person in 2008 who instructed Lois Lerner.
She's over at the IRS.
Right, to go after some
groups that
screw those groups in
Obama.
All of this, the meetings in the White House, 100 and some meetings, there's a timeline here. No journalists, because Washington media does no work. But to investigate these things, really. And we get, occasionally we get peace out. But the Republicans have backed off this. The American people want to know what happened. American people understand this is a danger to everyone. But they neither do that nor use their power, I think, to affect it. But the one thing that they've done is makes you think they want the IRS to do this because they don't care enough. Or they think they're going to use it when they come to power. I don't know.
Or as you had pointed out, the Republicans don't like the Tea Party any more than the Democrats.
The establishment, yeah.
Right. So they like the IRS screwing over the Tea Party. Martin, does that make sense to a media person like you?
It makes some sense. And you think about the role the IRS plays in all of our lives. It's scary, the idea that no one's going to figure out what exactly happened. And then if there are people to be held to task, And it plays into a line from a Peggy Noonan column from last week about Bob Simon, who was the CBS journalist killed in a car crash. And I think it applies to a lot of things, so I'd like to read it. America is hungry for authenticity and honesty and fiercely resents its absence from places where it should be. And the political realm, the crony capitalism realm, the leadership, whether it's private or public, there is this absence of honesty and authenticity. And these scandals and the absence of the ability to get to the bottom of what happened in Benghazi, let's say, for the benefit of the truth, because the truth has no allies. The truth matters. And the fact that it's not happening is the kind of thing that people, leaves everyone able to argue about.
Okay, we're going to do Benghazi, but on authenticity, we are taping this today. It's President's Day. And I've spent the morning reading a book about President Lincoln coming in on the train today. There's the authenticity that people crave today. We don't have it in either political party among anybody.
And there are a lot of people to blame for that, from the media, from everyone jumping on the silliest little thing, starting back with when Ford slipped down the stairs of Air Force One, that we focus on things that are not relevant and not the issue because they're tittillating and interesting. It bleeds, it leads.
Well, part of it's the medium we're on, TV.
But it's also the consultants. It's also
there's
the
a
money in
Benghazi. Let's do Benghazi real fast, Pat. Where are we at on Benghazi?
Well, we're waiting. They're now interviewing people. Still, this is endlessly slow.
Do you have any faith that this special committee will get somewhere?
I have wanted to. I think Trey Gowdy's very talented. They've been very slow. The administration and the State Department particularly has stonewalled them on documents and clearances. That's what the administration, they're not letting staff get cleared to slow things up. They get to these people. They are going to interview Tom Donilon. Finally, somebody's going to interview the mastermind of the cover-up.
They're interviewing the guys that were there, that were part of that 13 Hours book. That
they're going to put the question is whether they can get the hearings to be dramatic to do it. And but right now, we haven't gotten anywhere in the country wants the truth. God, do they want it.
So question to both of you. Gowdy said he was going to go slow, be deliberate. Is there some benefit to him sort of doing it a little bit quietly, a little outside, so that he doesn't?
Hey, well, you know what? Theater. I will say this about the guy, using the word you brought up. He is authentic. He is.
But let
not
me just
BSing.
say, can I say one thing about politicians and all of them? You know what they do, and everyone in the country knows this. They have these messages and spin lies. How do we lie to you? In the White House, government candidates for Democrats, all of them are aimed at how do I benefit my political career.
Totally.
These people do not care about the country. There's not a single candidate that I see on the horizon who can speak to the great issues of our time.
All right, that's our last comment today, but will be repeated a lot on upcoming Political Insiders starting this Sunday night at 7:30 with our wonderful host, Harris Faulkner. Doug will be back, and Pat and I will be there. Martin will be running the show. Sunday night, 7:30. For Martin Hinton, Pat Cadell, I'm John LaBoutillier. Have a great week.